أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran,
لقد جاءكم رسول من أنفسكم عزيز عليه ما عنتم حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, certainly there has come to you a messenger from among yourselves. Your sufferings stay hard upon him. He is ardently desirous of your welfare, and he is very loving and merciful to the believers. These are some of the qualities that Allah gave to the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ, Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, was sent to the entire universe. He was not sent only to the Arabs or to the Muslims, because Allah says in the Quran that he sent the Prophet ﷺ as a mercy to the entire world. That means the Prophet ﷺ automatically becomes the ultimate role model of all of the human beings. Whether you are a Christian or you are a Muslim or you are a Jewish, the Prophet ﷺ still stands as an ultimate role model for all of us. So how then can we know how this Prophet ﷺ lived the best life? Is to study about him. We have to find time to study the seerah or the story of the Prophet ﷺ, because the life of the Prophet ﷺ you can study for 100 years, and every day you will learn new things. The life of the Prophet ﷺ, the story of the Prophet ﷺ, you can talk about for 100 years. You will never stop, or his life you will never finish talking about it. You see, for all of the prophets in the Quran or in the Hadith, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about them in one way or the other, all of them, their story ends. But you see, the Prophet ﷺ, because he was sent to the entire Ummah, the entire universe, his story always continues. But you see, among the young people, especially the Muslims, because we are the one that emphasis is made upon, we study about the footballers, the celebrities, the musicians, the basketball players. We know their life, we know their status in life, we know everything about them. We are able to stand and extemporaneously talk about the enemy without preparation. But it's very difficult to find among the young people who knows the life of the Prophet ﷺ in detail, who is able to stand in front of so many people to talk about the life of the Prophet ﷺ. And this is the man that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says we should learn from. He was the living Quran. He was the one that explained the Quran to us. And this Quran is very important to we the Muslim, even the non-Muslim as well. So why we are not, studying the Prophet ﷺ, the life of the Prophet ﷺ? The musicians, the footballers, and all of these guys, the gangsters, they don't care about you. They don't even know you. The Prophet ﷺ, who lived for you and died for you, and was willing to take all of the sufferings on our behalf, because he was concerned about us. Allah say he was concerned about our sufferings. We don't want to know anything about him, we don't want to study about him, and we don't care about him. And this is one of the problems of the Ummah, the Muslim Ummah today. We are always seeking for solutions somewhere else, rather than the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And trust me, Brothers and sisters, you will never ever find solution to your problems except you look through the life of the Prophet, that is the Sunnah of the Prophet or the Quran. There where we will find a solution to our problems. So this man, this Prophet, he lived the perfect life. Perfection was his nature. He was an extraordinary husband. He was a statesman. He was a warrior. He was a father. He was a grandfather. He was a judge. He was a spiritual leader. All of the good qualities you will find in him. He was a very good businessman. So what day we can learn from this Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about? We are willing to learn from anybody else except from this man. And again, if we do not study the life of the Prophet Allah, our problems will continue to increase. We will never ever find solutions to our problems because they are found nowhere except through the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So brothers and sisters, we still have the chance to go back. That means to reflect. If you are one of those, or we find ourselves among those that are, that are not concerned about the Prophet ﷺ at all, upon listening to this reminder, it means we have the chance to look at the story of the Prophet ﷺ, to study the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, so that you benefit in this world and the hereafter. So again, I want to appeal to you. This is an advice to you and myself. Let us go back and check in the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, so that we will learn the best from him. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us that motivation, to give us the courage to always read about the Prophet ﷺ, and to also be able to find solution to our problems in the Quran and Hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad an-Nabi al-Ummi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله